Hello, everyone. Welcome to the readback portion of Lesson 30. We're going to get started. Ready? Here we go. Did you hire an architect to do the renderings? Renderings would just be REN, come back for DER, come back for final G, come back for final Z. Interrog. Number 2. Did you have, and you can phrase that whole thing, DU final V. Did you have an occasion to modify the plans? Interrog. Number 3. There are 7 children in their family. Period. Number 4. Did the medicine help cure your ailment? Interrog. Number 5. When opportunity knocks, don't forget your brief for opportunity, TUNT, comma, do not hesitate to open the door. Period. Number 6. The deficit will exceed $2,400. Period. So notice I didn't say $2,400. So because I said $2,400, if you were to transcribe, that would be your dollar sign, because I said dollars, 2400 with no comma. Okay, and you would write that as 24, come back for hun, come back for final DZ. All right, now if I say $2,400, you're going to write that as 2,000 for hun, come back for final DZ. And that would be money sign, the dollar sign, 2,400. So that's the difference between the two. Okay, number 7. How will you, actually, I'm going to say that again. How will you be? You can phrase will you be all together, LUB. How will you be celebrating the holidays this year? Interrog. Number 8. Will you please send us a current catalog Interrog. Number 9. It required minimal effort on her part. Period. Number 10. Will you be, again, we're going to phrase that whole thing. Will you be, L-U-B, sorry about that. Will you be able to participate in the charity benefit? Interrog. Number 11. I have a new digital camera. Period. Number 12. It will take determination and discipline along with stamina. You're writing that stamina, dropping the I, to get through school. Period. Number 13. You should practice, PRA, for several hours each day. Period. Number 14. His salary will be $175,000 a year. Period. Number 15. Put the China, so China, I would either write that as KH long I, come back for NA, or KH long IN, come back for A. Put the China in the curio, K long UR, yo, Y long O, cabinet. Period. Number 16. Were you able to get an autograph from the celebrity? Interrog. And don't forget, we can squeeze celebrity, write it as SLEB, sleb, come back for RIT for the itty. Interrog. Okay, number 17. Was the defendant I don't think you guys have had defendant. I'm going to give you that now as the brief, okay? It's going to be written as D-E-F-T. D-E-F-T. Okay, so make sure you write that down. I don't want you to have to write it out. That's a main brief. Okay, so was the defendant found to be guilty or innocent? Innocent is going to be initial N, final NT. Okay. Okay, number 18. Do you have, you want to phrase that whole thing, the stamina to go through with it? Interrog. Number 19. What do they manufacture at that factory? Interrog. Number 20. Heather is a very popular girl. Period. 21. Will you illustrate for us, comma, please? (22) Jim's negative attitude is annoying. Hopefully you use your AEZ. J-I-M with the flag, come back for AEZ. Jim's negative attitude, because it's his attitude that belongs to Jim, is annoying. Singular possessive. Period. 23. She didn't indicate what she wanted. Period. 24. He will be terminated from his employment on Friday, comma, the 28th of June. Period. 25. Are you satisfied with your current salary, Interrog 26. What will regulate that? Interrog 27. You have the ability to qualify. Period. 28. The nominee raised $728,000. Period. 29. He was lucky that she was able to verify his story. Period. 20, let's see. No, I'm sorry, 30. She knew that she had to quickly modify her study habits when she was notified that she nearly failed the test. Period. 31. You should keep a positive attitude. Period. 32. All of the players' gloves, now all is our indicator that we're talking about plural possessive, so more than one. So we're going to write that as PL long A, come back for ER, come back for A, excuse me, AEZ with the flag, because we want it to be S apostrophe. Okay, all of the players' gloves, so it's plural possessive, were left in the team's dugout. Now, team is plural, so we only need an apostrophe S because the word is already plural. Kind of like men's. Men is already a plural in plural form. Okay, all of the players' gloves were left in the team's dugout, period. 33. It rained heavily all day long. Number 34. Commit this to memory. Period. 35. He followed her command. Don't forget your squeeze. K-M-A-N-D. We can squeeze that all together. Period. 35. Okay, 36. He went with the popular choice. Period. 37. Don't do anything too radical on your vacation. Period. $38. We were desperate. D-E-S, come back for P-R-A-T. It's a short A, it's not desperate. To know all about it. Period. 39. She is very liberal in her thoughts. Period. 40. Did you have, phrase that whole thing, to travel, T-R-A-F-L, travel very far? In Iraq? 41. I would like to have some nice jewelry. Let's look at jewelry. J, long U-L, come back for R-A-E, jewelry. Or you can write it as J, long U-L, come back for R, long E. Either one works. Either R-A, really R-A-E is the way we learned it. But if you hear the long E and you want to do that, you certainly can. Okay. All right, 42. How many girls are there in your family? In Iraq? 43. There was no comparison. Period. 44. The judge said it was perjury. P-U-R-J, come back for R-A-E or R long E. Okay. 45. What was the amount of the invoice? Interrog. 46. Did you argue with the witness? Interrog. 47. He was the second witness to testify. Period. 48. Do you remember his reply to the question? Interrog. 49. We strolled slowly down the avenue. Period. 50. We were honored to be in his presence. Period. 51. That was a practical argument. Period. 52. Where does that gentleman practice law? Interrog. 53. His reply was very soft. Period. 54. The amount paid was $100. Period. 55. Did you argue with your friend? Interrog. 56. He was the second person to be called to the witness stand. Period. 57. How many subjects are you studying this semester? Interrog. 58. How long did you drive on the avenue? Interrog. 59. His presence was intimidating. Period. 60. Were you present in court every day during the trial? Interrog. 61. Be practical when you make your decision. Period. 62. Practice your homework every day. Period. 63. The baby girl had some curls. Period. 64. Did you hurl the ball? Interrog. 65. We watched the water swirl. Period. 66. The man snarled at the bus driver. Period. 67. Whirl around and around. Don't forget around is ARND. Period. 68. His gnarled hands tried to hold the book. Period. 69. The dancers twirled around the dance floor. Period. 70. They sadly played the dirge. Period. 71. The large barge was out on the ocean. Period. '72. How much did they charge for the movie? Interrog. 73. Marge was their secretary. Period. 74. The stock market surged to a high record. Period. And the last one, 75. Do you have the urge to have an ice cream cone? Interrog. Now, if you know already that there's a hyphen in between ice cream, you can use your initial H, final F, and the software will add the hyphen in between ice and cream. But if you don't know it, then you would look it up. If it were a test, you'd look it up in your dictionary and see how it's spelled. You'd see that it's hyphenated, and then you would manually add the hyphen. Okay, so that concludes our read back sentences for lesson 30. So now I want you to go back or take a break, come back to it later, but read back your notes and listen to the sentences again and go along and read your notes, your steno notes. See how you did, compare what you wrote to what it's supposed to say, and see, highlight or write down, take notes, and you want to be able to see what your mistakes are so you can practice those mistakes. Okay, have a great day and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.